perfect. 6,500 will be perfect for this. Yep. I'm gonna do right traffic. Oh, the shadow script I'm using. Ooh.
I set the time back a bit too, just so we're not in the darkness. Something happening behind me in my chair. It's not pleasant. Oh, that's better. All right. I think I'm good. I'm just holding short.
All right. This would be a neat little airport if I could fix this doubling issue.
You have FSE prefabs or anything messing with you?
Now I have the pilot edge ones that somebody had on the forums.
It's likely doubling it up somehow. I love that the little highway approaches right to the runway. All right, lining up. Engines were nice and hot still, so didn't have to run them up. It's good shit.
I can't believe like corporate jets come in here with this tiny little runway.
That's pretty crazy, actually.
They've got a star with a minimum altitude of like 33,000 feet, so.
Jesus. Good call on the transponder. Oh, it's still on. Good. So what? Right turn traffic? Are we just gonna leave from the crosswind?
I was gonna fly the downwind and then do a 45 exit.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot you were saying that. All right, I'm cool with that. All right. If this plane blows up, we will die. Sounds like a good emergency plan. All right. 7-9er.
The more straight lines while I'm breaking the VFR laws, the better.
If I can hear you. Up and away. Stupid right turn traffic. Turning down one mic now. To watch you take off. Nicely done. field downwind, starting my 45-degree tack maneuver.
Starting my upwind or crosswind or whatever they call it.
You had it with the cross. You can call it upwind. I don't care. I found a funny... Oh, I wish I could find it, buddy. I found a funny old chart. I called it something hilarious. I was like, I just show this to Pete and the guys. Almost the exact same path I took in here, following back out now. It's awesome. I'm running some scud pretty hard here. I'm actually in the shit, but hopefully I'll break out of it in a sec. I'm gonna keep climbing. Fucking hard to say when I'm gonna bust out of this shit. I hope soon. Oh, yep. Good. There's not much up there. Exactly VFR in air quotes, but hey. Shit. Busting out of the clouds, 2,700.
Passing 1,700 on downwind. God, the arrow climbs like crap. Come on. Keeps bouncing between like 2,000 and 0.
Yeah, she's a weird duck. Maybe 2 miles out from OCN there to the southeast. I kind of like that, man, that little 45-degree turn. That wasn't bad. Try and even out at 3,500 so that when we turn back east, go in the right altitude. Right engine's still pretty rough on me. I hope that's not an issue in the future. I might mix a little off too. Just about at OCN. Start that turn back to the east, 3,500 or so. Nice little edge of the cloud front here. We might be able to get out of it in not too far of a distance.
I'm breaking out at like 3,200.
Right on. You're just under me. Turning towards Robin. Be headed towards you fairly soon, actually. Actually, I should have visual on you shortly. Where are you? Gotta be just under my nose there. Slightly concerned that I don't see you. There you are. Gotcha. You are
Just as I'm
the fuck.
getting me outbound.
That's cool. Gets you right off my nose right as you're breaking out of the clouds. Very cool.
I should have gone live. That would be cool.
The double. Do up the double. Thought I saw the green up there light up for a second like somebody came online, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Are you going to turn right over Robin there?
Yep.
Alright, I might cut mine short and not head straight to it to try and get more in line with you. Because when you head more
Go
north...
to Eagle or whatever it's called, but
Yeah,
makes it easier because I'm doing the VORs.
fair enough. So yeah, when you make your north-ish turn there, I should be in line with you to just kind of stay off your left. Oh, stay off your left as best as I can. I'm still climbing, and it's the only reason I'm keeping the speed down. Cloudy day.
Put my departure pattern in the screenshots.
Nice. What mountain's that in front of us? Mountain range, rather.
I don't know.
So there's a nice one that I think I don't even need to turn on any VOR. I can just line up with the mountain and try to keep around that lock. As long as the wind doesn't push me. If I've not headwind, nah, I'll be alright. Shit. Just gonna almost scare the military here for a bit. Sorry, Marines. Forgot about your airspace. Gonna not hit you. It's not like Marines hold a grad train.
I'm not sure they'd be scared of you either.
I mean, more scared in the sense that they would have to do something about me entering their area, right? Not scared in that a Baron's going to do anything to them. That's paperwork
Probably get
and shit.
excited in hopes that they might get to shoot you down.
Well, I mean, that's the grunts and stuff, right? But the higher ups are going to be like, oh, fucking jeez. They're going to have to turn on the anti-aircraft guns, and that's like 2 hours of paperwork for me. You know, that can't be fun for a general.
What makes you think they have anti-aircraft guns?
The fucking Marine base on the west coast of your country. I fucking hope they have an anti-aircraft gun.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Fucking Marines.
Marines have to buy their own boots and uniforms. I don't think they can buy the aircraft guns.
Not allowed to die without permission, and you can't even get a fucking anti-aircraft gun to defend your damn base.
They got a tech hand though. They got that going for them.
Hey, that's something. So I have an unmarked field just to the north of Pendleton. Do you see that? Private landing strip.
There's like 10 of those in those mountains. They're all mostly useless, but
Useless to an actual airplane and useless to a Super Cub are two different things.
there's one that was like right by my old house. I'll be flying directly over it. I forget what it was called. You might be able to see it. I'll point it out.
Ah, shit. It's okay, propeller. You're okay.
Yeah, it's called Bear Creek. It's been abandoned for a few years, but it's like in this little creek wash in this kind of neighborhood area coming up. Probably call it 10 miles, 10 miles.
No bears?
There's like an overpass that goes right over the northern threshold of where the strip used to be. So it's not even usable anymore.
Wish I could see it. I'm just right over it right now. Too cloudy.
It's like in the middle of this creek wash, so it's pretty weird.
I'll check it out sometime when there's not clouds touching it. It does not look fun down there, let me tell you.
I think the one you're flying towards is Wolf Ranch.
Gotcha.
It's a helipad.
So yeah, I have those too. Yeah, the helicopters.
Some guy's house, probably.
Love it. It's a private ski resort. We're not skiing. Something. Where'd you get to? Oh, I see you over there.
How do you see? I'm in IMC completely.
Give me a sec, I'll show you.
show windscreen on his aircraft.
I love how you think I'm cheating when, like, odds are with the data refs, my weather's likely worse than yours 99% of the time. The one time you and I happened to be in Toronto and you saw the one issue I have, which is coming through that last cloud layer where I don't have visibility problems, and you would.
Here we go, I found the strip.
I'm not claiming that you're cheating. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh, I know. It's just funny that you think
Especially
it makes
since
it better.
We discussed this already. Actually, it did. At night.
Oh, that's the only problem, is at night. In the daytime, far worse. Due to the fact that my clouds, like, actually reflect the light properly. That's all it is. And it doesn't work at night. But that's Laminar's bad, I think. Because their clouds, you can even see the street lights through at night. And that's not a thing. So now the great debate over whether I want to be on the LA side of these mountains or on your side.
You probably want to be on this side, but it's overcast over here anyways.
Fuckity fuck. Well, I'm in between two layers right now.
Apparently I'm like 400 feet above the bottom of these overcast clouds, but 6,500 is what's going to clear me through all the airspace up ahead without having to change anything.
I'm at 6.8 right now, going for 7.
If I got down to like 5,500 or like 5,000, I'd be just below. It's kind of stupid.
It is weird. Alright, I'm coming back over to your little cut over top of McCoonville there. I think it's McConville, but McCoonville sounds much cooler and racist.
You're about to go over San Mateo Canyon.
Cool. You've been there in GTA.
Only poor hillbillies live up there, though.
I know. That's all I know from GTA. About your state is from GTA. Not like terribly inaccurate as far as stereotypes go. I know all of your stereotypes.
That's why I love GTA. It's just all stereotypes.
Yeah, it's
but
just,
people are like, people get mad. They're like, that's not true.
like, man, it's just a ridiculous caricature / satire of the West Coast life and like consumer-driven lifestyle. Oh,
like when we
Rockstar.
blow up the San Andreas, like Mark Zuckerberg with his new phone or whatever.
Oh yes, that mission fucking made me jump because I didn't know it was happening, and then his head blows up. They need to do that. Red Dead Redemption 2 needs to come out. Shoot some people in the Wild West. That'll actually be the one thing that may pull me away from Flight Sim. Every time I get out, they pull me back in.
Like Elsinore / Wildemar.
That McConville is an interesting strip for the altitude and location of it.
I don't know if you have it marked on your map, but there's an area where there's like a big old plateau. It's like Santa Rosa Plateaus or whatever. And there's a hot spring at the top because it's technically an active volcano.
That's fucking cool. How flat? Can we super cut it?
Probably not flat enough to land a plane, but it's like flat even for a plateau.
That's cool.
Because it's like huge. There it is. My old house was like in the bottom left neighborhood area. On the right-hand side of that little dirt strip that I was talking about, though. My house was at the base of an active volcano.
It's gotta be a little bit creepy.
Hey, my weather cleared up. My shadow mod working wonders here.
That is good shit. That's very nice. What time of day are you rocking right now?
Not just the inside either. I can see you now.
Hello.
Yeah, you're way out there.
I'm just headed up towards Temescal Valley. Temescal?
Chunk of mountains is really blurry.
So I'm mostly over the mountains now. I'm probably just in the foothills of it now. I should tilt the wing and take a look, and we will find out. Yeah, just over the foothills. Coming over to meet the highway there.
The lighting on my plane, though, holy crap.
Oh,
It has that kind of yellowish off-white tinge from the sun setting.
I like that one. Nice tone. If I can't see you. Oh, there you fucking are. Goddamn passenger seat blocking my view. Got a little higher than I wanted to. Oh well. So what the heck are we gonna do up here when we hit Corona?
If you're at 6,000 or above and lower than I think 8,000, pretty much nothing.
Beauty. That would be qualifying me for doing nothing.
As long as you're on the airway from Paradise going through over like Chino.
Will be shortly.
Corona has no airspace, so you could like scream over that at 500 feet and they
Cool.
would really just shake your fist at you.
Here's Matt. He's over there. Flying an arrow. Treat that sunset.
Put it on GPS to take all these screenshots. Or autopilot and GPS, I should say.
I figured that's what you meant. Whoa, wrong camera. It's not the Zebo. So confused for a second there. Swing me around the wrong way. Trying to keep an eye on you.
You're flying literally just east of my house.
That's cool. Can we swim in that lake down there?
It's drinking water, so you'd probably be arrested.
Gotcha. So it's good to swim in then, at least. It's not like I'm going to be not arrested, but get gangrenous cancer all over me or something.
Hmm.
That beats the alternative, you know. Realize you're swimming in a toxic waste dump.
Took that UPS guy out of Ontario line, huh? Jeez. Actually, it looks like he's turning around. He's going to Boeing Field, BFI, but it looks like he's kind of around Pomona, but he's only at 7,000. He looks like he's turning back around.
Some people's kids.
And weather update. Now I'm in the overcast again. Seriously?
Fuck, I hope I don't get that. Is it the 186 or the 197 we want out of here?
Out of paradise?
Yeah.
186.
Got
Get
it.
darts.
Yeah, I have darts right. Well, there's like 4 darts. And the last one, obviously, was the one that I wanted. Because I started at the top.
We've been on the 186 since Robin. Well, I have.
You've
but-
been on the 180. I'm just about to pinch onto the 186 just so I don't get killed on some FAA breaking rules. Kind of cutting you off, but I'm almost 1,000 feet above you, so I should be okay. Plus, I think I'm marginally faster at this point. 150 on the ground, dead on. 49 because I just keep playing with the rudder.
There we go, flying over Riverside.
Jealous that you can see mountains.
I'm well below where I'm flying at right now, so my camera's probably at like 4,000 and 6,000 up above into the
That's awesome.
overcast layer. Sucky.
And that is paradise. Add the dashboard sunset light. Dear Beechcraft, I like your Baron. It's a great airplane. In the future, you can get a sunshade or two.
Are you in the clear right now?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, there's
Well, that
Jo-
sucks.
clowns to the left of me and jokers to the right, but I'm alright here.
I'm hard IM2 right now. This is stupid.
Yeah, when you said you got a radar update, I never pulled one. You're still in the same conditions, it seemed like.
I'm right on the edge of it right now. I can see the ground, but I'm definitely still illegal. Oh, nope, never mind. There it goes. I was in a gap. I'm literally like 500 feet above from the floor of it. Looks like it's clear up by 8,000-ish, I want to guess. So it's like 6,000-ish to 8,000-ish, looks like. So yeah, that's definitely marine layer right there. Probably see if I can get above that after we pass those Los Angeles little airspaces.
Right on. Tasty marine.
It'll put us in the head, but screw it. I want to see stuff.
Can understand that.
Let's see. After Pyro, I guess.
Chino.
Chino Airport's what happens when you let the dairy cows build an airport. That neighborhood area just like to the east of that Chino Airport is Eastvale, and it's all like basically brand new, like 5 years old.
Oh shit.
And literally all of the area around Chino Airport, basically from that 15 freeway to basically where you are now, just coming up on the little hills, was basically all just like farmland, but for cows.
That's
Like
fucking
dairy
nuts.
farm.
'Cause even in fucking XP here, it's pretty built up now.
Yeah, I don't have any OSM data for the newest stuff like Eastville yet, but I can see them in the texture, so it's close enough.
Ah, that works.
I could change that and it'd be up to date within a week, and then I could just rebuild all the OSM stuff for Fort Boy, but I'm too lazy to go pick out each house one by the hundreds of thousands.
I totally understand.
I want to do my neighborhood because it's only like 2 or 3 square miles, but
I know, I gotta delete
like at most.
just the little things, right? Like correct some stuff, put the building next door there, delete the roads on the golf course, or the houses on the golf course road. Things that aren't there I'd like to correct. I mean, truly hilarious with ortho, because like you're staring at somebody's house and I'm like, is that the 9th hole? Yeah, that's the 9th hole.
I'm not sure if I'm keeping pace with you because our planes are performing pretty similar, or you're just cut way back.
I'm cut pretty far back. It's not bad though, like she's stable in this performance. Yeah, I got just enough manifold pressure dialed in to keep her in the green. 2400 on the RPMs for the props, and like very little fuel going into the engines, half of what I had for takeoff. That's mostly due to I have a third of a tank of fuel left, so.
I think I figured out what happened to that UPS.
What's that?
He departed out of Ontario, barely, at least on his departure, barely made it to the Pomona VOR, about 3,000 feet, and he's turning around. He's now on like a downwind for Ontario's 2.6s.
Good times for him. Yeah, we should have looked up Arabian Air's flight plan.
Oh man. Wouldn't show up very good on Vado Air, but
True.
you see the little airspace rectangle you're in right now? You busted it by 500 feet. You're high. 7,000 minimum. I've broken him this entire flight. I hit pyro, I get to start climbing up to 8,500, I think I'll call it. Just gonna double check here. El Monte Delta, 4,800 max. 4,800. Yeah, 8,500 will do. Got the sky textures mixed with this shadow thing. I keep saying it, but the sky textures make it all. Yeah, I still don't have your fancy clouds, but I can wait for those until you have them perfect in your opinion. Yeah, the shadows, Lua, makes the cockpit so dark when you're flying towards the sun like this. And it makes the lighting for when you're like turning and the sun is shifting correct. So like,
That's cool.
depending on the color, like right now it's that kind of off-white orange. So that's what my cockpit's illuminated like, real dark. I love it.
Is that when you edited, or is it you just taking that at whatever he gave you, the shadow fix?
Just whatever he gave me. I haven't changed it.
I should take a look at that one. Passing over El Monte.
There's a guy coming into LAX. I wonder who he is. American 162 from Honolulu. How
long is that flight?
About 5.5 hours for him because he's in an A321.
Ew.
It's a little quicker in the big boys.
Yeah.
7.5 and up. Look at all the departures at LAX though. 5.
It's pretty sweet.
Hong Kong, Kauai. JHI is going somewhere local.
Boring.
Somebody's going to Manchester and somebody's going to Melbourne.
Nice. Did Honolulu ever do 7-4 service at LAX?
I don't know about LAX, but that was the famous original United 747 route from San Francisco.
Ah. Oh, hence all the Hawaiian themed posters you see from the old ads. I get it.
Back then it was probably a mix of 707 and 747, depending on the airline.
Always trips me out when I'm down here to see the word Canada on your map. Got Canada, Ontario. I'm like, why the fuck is this California?
Both Ontarios actually get each other's mail mixed up all the time.
That's
It
awesome.
costs both cities about $2 million a year.
Ka-ching. That's funny.
Kind of minuscule to a city, but
That's a good point, yeah.
still a lot of money. Having to ship each other's packages back and forth.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stop at 8,000 because I don't think that extra 500 feet is gonna leave me below this next layer.
Right on.
I want to at at least be on a even altitude, even if it's not a VFR one.
I gotcha. Like I said,
200 feet to go.
as far as the VFR rules go, the only traffic I'm concerned about is you. I'm at 7.7 currently. Holding even though. Pulled the mixes back a bit and just let the engine do what they want. She leveled out here, so good with it. I'm also slightly to the right of the airway, so or left rather, so you're alright if you're on it.
Homeboy UPS is starting to slide over, it looks like.
Alright on.
I wonder if I can see their CSLs if I zoom in far enough at LAX.
Are you getting the
I can see their name tags, but I can't really see their CSLs.
Yeah, they're kinda I think that's the whole point of the Object 8s is
Nah,
that
they're just invisible. Oh well.
they lose their visual fidelity fairly quickly beyond whatever our range is. Stupid CSLs. Oh, Jesus. Something just took a bite out of the right engine there. A weird prop sync issue, or maybe the NOAA wind's updated or something. Like something tossed me good for a second. Ain't not telling shit. Take it. Yeah, that is what updated. I'm not trimmed out anymore. That's darts for me. Turn it north.
You forgot to refile your flight plan, by the way.
Sure did. Bobo, why are you meowing? Come sit. Oh, you knocked your pillow down, said cat. Can we grab the pillow and not crash an airplane? Let's find out. Oh. Oh god. Oh, you're lucky, Bobo. So my cat sits next to me on a stool on a pillow. Knocked his pillow off and he was yelling at me about it. I tried to grab it and almost crashed. We're okay. We leveled back out. Little lost 200 feet of altitude there.
Oh, hey, you guys are still here?
Hey buddy, still flying. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I dozed off.
In the chair? You gotta stop doing that, buddy.
Hey, I learned from the best.
I am pretty good at it. To be fair, I think Gab is the original Alaskair sleeping on the computer chair pilot. He passed out. I think, I don't know if it was the last leg or the second last leg when Gab and Pete were doing the transatlantic coming over from the UK. And he said Gab handed the controls off to him. He probably flew for like an hour talking away to Gab, and he's just like, hey Gab. He called him the next morning and said sorry, he passed out, woke up at like 4 in the morning, sitting on the chair still. Plane had landed, he was all good.
That's what we need. A smart co-pilot, so I can just let you fly and I'll go to sleep and then I'll keep racking up
I
hours.
have Smart Copilot. Go grab yourself a copy.
That's what I'm saying. Then I'll go get it and then
It works
do it.
with
I'll
the.
let you fly all night.
Yeah, we could just keep the plane in the air eternally and just aerial refuel.
Christ.
We could own FSE, because that 36 hours flown in 48 wouldn't matter if your 36 and my 36 are the combined hours. We could fly, what, 72 hours in 48.
I don't get how we do that in FSE.
You cheat. You and me would both be flying the same airplanes under your account and my account, thereby never hitting the limit of 48 hours flown, or 36 hours able to be flown in 48 hours using time acceleration. You just cheese it out. Get some old school FS 2004, 24 times acceleration, and do the all-in jobs in the 7.4 and the 7.3.
Oh, I got you. I never found those that profitable though.
They're not, but
They're
when you're
really
doing
not.
them, when you're doing them at 24 times acceleration and like letting the plane auto land itself, it's not really a huge issue.
Oh, I don't trust the auto land.
You don't trust the auto land in X-Plane, but that thing worked pretty solidly in Flight Sim 2004, which is about the only thing I would trust to run at solid 24 times acceleration.
I didn't know airplanes had auto land, honestly.
They've had Autoland since the 60s.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't believe it.
Shit, do you remember that crazy, it looks like a flying dildo with a, like, propeller around the outside of it that the Germans made? Bobo, I'm flying a twin-engine airplane. Can you not fuck with the mixtures? Thanks. And, I think they tried to put an auto land on that because they wanted to do a vertical takeoff. Stop fucking with the mixtures! Cocksucking cat.
They had autopilots that could fly to, like, a course in the 20s.
Yeah, as long as it stayed on that, like, lock. Brick over the gas pedal trick, right?
Frickin' Speary himself tested it.
The Godfather.
In a Curtis Jenny, no less.
The Godfather. Why are you being dicks, cats? Cats are being dicks.
Hawker Siddeley Trident.
The
The
Trident,
first plane.
yes.
Not necessarily an Autoland, but it was the first commercial airplane to do full Cat 3 capabilities.
That's fucking awesome.
And then 1972 or 71, I forget, the Lockheed L-1011 was the first to do an automatic Cat 3 Autoland.
Nice.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of Autoland. I thought it was just some simulator cheat for idiots that don't know how to fly planes.
Autoland, Nick, when you got a bunch of airplanes in the back that you're ferrying to a different
No
city.
offense.
Autoland, get it?
Although I do mean it in the most homophobic way.
It's cheating in Flight Sim because you can do it on every single runway with an ILS in Flight Sim, but very few runways in the real world actually need it. So airports only pay for it when they need it.
Makes sense. Why spend millions of dollars you don't have and can't make back?
Heathrow gets foggy all the time, they don't even have it. So.
Oh, their ATC is going to be robots with cameras on their faces soon anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's just a joke about
DHS 1 2
privatization.
for Cat 3 jetliner, Lockheed L-1011, the first to do it automatically.
L-1011, really?
Part of the reason that stupid plane even got certified to do that was because of the DLC system that held it stable on approach, no matter what you did to the condition.
Plane had downloadable content? This highway that wraps over the mountain. Oh no, it doesn't go where I want it to. Never mind. I was gonna follow that over the mountain and then come out on the other side. That little butts. We'll stay
like big
headed
butts.
towards the VHS system here, or LHS rather.
And I cannot lie.
Just big ones? Or are you equal opportunity bot lover?
And you other brothers can't deny when a girl walks in with a little bitty waist.
get sprung.
That's right.
I was trying to see how long you could go.
That was about it right there.
Something that rhymes with warn me, because then your homeboy's trying to warn me that that butt you got makes me so horny. Ooh, I like that smooth skin. Want to keep going?
I think that's a verse later.
No, it's not. It's the next line.
It's horny.
I'll put it on my stream, motherfucker.
And copyright strike.
Can copyright?
Actually.
Okay, here's the thing. So Twitch auto mutes.
Oh, that's right.
No, here's the funny thing. If you export to YouTube, it takes off those auto mutes, and YouTube's totally cool with you having copyrighted material, as long as you don't monetize your videos. So I can monetize my Twitch videos, listen to copyrighted music, and just back them up to YouTube. Now, the trick is Twitch is really shitty at listening to it at low enough volumes when it starts mixing with your voice and a video game, for instance. Just gotta find that balance so it doesn't find it. Or I could, like, hire all the female pop artists I listen to when I'm flying to come to my house.
Whatever you're playing yesterday, like The Rock, was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good shit. Same with working. I normally like to fly and work to pop music, but every now and then I'll just listen to music I like instead, because I feel like listening to music. Some low-lying clouds to the left of me. You know what little nav map really needs to work on? Is your airplane icon being oriented the same direction you're traveling in. Would help me immensely with knowing where you're going. It's funny seeing little TCAS alerts pop off and every plane is oriented north but doing traffic patterns in every which direction. Seattle yesterday. Oh, that was hilarious watching the little nav map. Got really confused. Who are you? Sand ground. Ah, boo. This is Palmdale. Can you see Palmdale? That might be it.
Climbing up some more. I gotta get above this overcast layer here. Looks like it goes about 10,000 feet though. It's scary.
I think 7,000. Maybe the altitude where I'm supposed to lean my engines out all crazy. 7,000. I have to read the owner's manual when I land. This one that we're headed towards here, Quail Lake, is that actually on the mountain or at the bottom? Can't tell from the map. Get over there and see it.
It's kind of in a
Little rat almost.
area where it's going up.
Yeah.
Not quite foothills, but
There's another word for that I can't think of right now. Oh, nice. Sun texture switch to that cool, kind of hazy one I like. The low light level sun texture. I'm pretty sure this is all just HD mesh, but no complaints. Honestly, I love ortho, but I wouldn't be disappointed if all we had was HD mesh. I'd still prefer this over any of the FSX P3D flavors of things.
cheaper too.
Yeah. shit, all told, other than my, let me think of what I'm rocking right now that I paid for. XP Realistic and the expansion pack for this Baron. Both $20, in addition to what, the 50, 60 for X-Plane. That's not bad.
Coming up on 10,000 feet, and it still looks like there's another 1,500 to go on these clouds. Holy crap.
I really wish I could send you my weather. I even just checked to make sure I was still set to real world conditions. I am. And I do have some weather over there with my left wing. But I got nothing in front of me. And it's registering as clear in X-Plane. We'll see though. Made our update. Maybe on the other side of this mountain. May screw me.
Let's see. I'm gonna still call it accurate because Whiteman is showing roughly what I'm seeing, but I'm about 20 miles north of that. I'm just coming up on Saugs, and then going to Lake Hughes right now.
Right now. That's just what I am right about to pass over.
Falling behind because I have to climb at like 105 to maintain 500 foot.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm still chilling down here at 7,000. That's barely enough to get over these hills though. I may have to climb or do some valley switching to get through this last little bit. What's the max height? You got readouts there on these? Don't have any, I don't think.
Only for Whiteman. It looks like it's going to be pushing 11.5.
Alright, might do some...
You see my screenshot.
Well, actually... Tehachapi there is at like 4,000 feet, so... Only 3,000 above right now. Interesting.
Quail Lake's in FS economy quite a bit, but it's tricky to find when you're flying to it.
There was one TCT in Alaska on the Iditarod tour. Oh god, that airport is not where any map says it is. It's like total laminar fail on that one. It's on a stupid hill. Everyone I noticed that flies that tour and comes in there has a shit landing rate on it too. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta fix that one. It's supposed to be at the base of a hill next to a river running along it, but it's literally one of those ones that's like put the wrong way up a hill. If it was turned 90 degrees, it'd be almost perfect.
Sky texture starting to do work, and it clears up. Great. I guess I'm going to...
I think you're probably looking at what I'm looking at now.
Yeah, it's pretty much perfectly clear now.
More or less.
You know what I'm noticing about NOAA though? It clears the entire weather system out, so I don't see the weather behind me anymore.
Huge, huge complaint people have about it is that it like erases the old data and doesn't do its little clever mixing algorithm to combine them together. Which it does actually decently well, but not when it refreshes. You can switch between MADAR reporting stations, like if it's clear in one and completely overcast in another. There'll actually be a nice transition layer where there's partial, but it just can't figure it out when it's fucking refreshing it. It just clears it all. Based on my bush pilotage skills here, I think I can cut up to White Oak, almost straight east into that valley until it connects to that other one that goes straight west and split myself back out, which is what we're going to try. Low, could get over them, we'll see. Losing light fast too. Lost you on TCAS, or I zoomed in too far? I zoomed in too far.
you look to your right, you'll see Palmdale, Edwards, and Mojave.
Oh yeah, I got him. Edward's fucking dark way in the distance there. I got a little bit of weird misty fog though, because I'm almost at darkness. The sun is fading. She's below the horizon even.
Put a bunch of screenshots of what I'm looking at. The lighting is mint.
I'll have to bring up that Discord tab. One moment. Oh fuck yeah. That's sick, dude. Very nice. So it's still set number 10?
4.
4, right? Oh, fuck. I always have that problem with you. Oh shit. It's over that big one, isn't it? Alright, I see what we can do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the valley cut.
Coming up on Lake Hughes, then I'm gonna go back down to 8.5. I'm at 12,000 right now.
Jesus. Parking, apron, tower, FSE, hard light pits. Okay, we're looking at 4,000 feet of asphalt. Very nice. Altimeter 3007. Let's hope this 10-knot wind stays once I cross over the mountain. That'll be a beauty approach with a nice 10-knot headwind coming into 2.9 there. The valley cut, and if I have to, I think what I'll do is not turn up the throttle, try to climb over them, bleed my speed that way, come in for approach, but I think I'll be alright cutting through this valley. Nice climbing valley. Looks like, I don't know if that's a county line or an actual road that I'm staring at. It might be a road on the map. Should spit me out. I don't, stupid street map. There we go. Trying to fly and read a map is not fun. Alright, yeah, that is a road. I can follow that. This is beauty. Only assume it's left pattern traffic because of the crazy mountain next to the airport there. They're likely always taking that northwest wind because of the valley.
2.9 is left, 11 is right.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm going 2.9 if that wind is same direction on the other side, which I don't imagine should be too drastically different. Prop sync off. Props back up. Landing lights.
My fuel gauges are just starting to kiss 0.
Nice. Just hitting the yellow warning markers. I have more than I thought I did, to be honest.
Means I've got about an hour of fuel left.
It's like a fucking caravan. Low fuel. You can only fly for 8 more hours. I gotta really figure out that fuel prediction thing in the Zebo, the new ones, because the reserve fuel thing is totally off now. It's telling me I'm using reserves when I'm draining the center tanks. And I'm like, that's not the way your fuel works, plane. just about to crest the last of the hills of the valley here. Should be field in sight when we get to the other side. It did say it was fucking lighted. Oh. Field in sight. Beauty. Field in sight. We got it, buddy. That valley trick worked a treat.
I'm gonna bring it into the south of that, in the flats. And there's a road that's gonna go through the mountains. I'm gonna follow it.
Exactly what I am on right now. Perfectly. Fucking perfectly it worked. Oh god, it's brilliant. That, like, I'm obviously the cut through is at the lowest spot, but it's a beautiful little cut. I think it's Mountain Valley will be the close one. Further one. Beauty. Good, good. Alright, I'm gonna shut up and land my plane. Nice little approach in here, buddy.
Yeah, it's kind of the secret airport for this area.
I like it. Especially when you're coming in, there's a little, like, kind of a mountain road that leads up to a little village up there. It's very cool looking. I like it. Picturesque.
It's also that little mountain valley strip you're probably flying past about.
Literally just over it, yeah.
Up here, I confused two airports and had to take off again.
Oh, especially in the FSE, eh?
I'm not going to the valley that you went through. I'm going to go south through like the Mojave Flatlands area.
Oh, I see where you mean now.
I'm going to follow the Tehachapi Willow Springs Highway.
Oh shit, don't land here. The cops are here.
Oh yeah. They're gonna take our drugs.
Not 100% sure where to park. Oh, I see some transient shit.
Airport in sight.
I take a look behind me, and one of these streetlights seems to be diverging from itself and turning into some sort of strobing airplane. That was cool. You just separated from a streetlight and became an airplane all of a sudden the way I was looking at you.
Mhm.
Man, that cop. I didn't see him until I landed. That would have been a great little, like, marker to look for, his little flashing lights.
Come bring us all of your smuggled goods. So is it straight in 2.9 that worked?
Hard to find a good spot to spot you from at night here. Might have to sit on the roof with a cop car and watch you. Yeah, off your left wing. That's the valley I cut through to get down here. Good stuff.
screenshot before I land.
Well, in that case, have a weird double from my perspective of that exact same time, because I'm sure we took those at pretty roughly the same second. So I missed all those transient planes parked down there when I was looking for a place to park. There's about 172s parked down there. I didn't want to pass the cop. Hey, this is one of those, we wrote the name of the airport on the fucking ground. Airport's awesome. Those are my favorite. Excuse me. Here comes Matt on his landing in whatever you're flying. An arrow. I guess I forgot. See if we can get close to the edge of this runway and watch him. Whee! Here we go. I'll sit on the roof of this blue hangar. Trucks and trains, airplanes, all the transportations.
Got just the slightest little bump coming over this hill right here.
Nice. Don't hit the train on your way in. Nah, he'll be out of your way. It's a big ass train.
There's actually a loop. The Tehachapi loop where the train goes around a circle to climb up a mountain.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if that's where he's going. He's definitely going up. I almost want to say the wind wants to be like swapping direction right now, but
Getting a little shaky over here.
yeah, it's interesting. You're all right for landing. It should be all right. I came in pretty high and just kind of cut down over that last set of hills there. I just couldn't see the Pappy very well, so. It's one of those ones that extends kind of onto the runway. It's weird. And ever since you confirmed my suspicion that it is, in fact, the camera that's doing it, not the plane, I have no care for them actually accurately doing it if I have a custom camera angle going. I'd be curious to measure the difference in between, like, if I sat in the nose of a 7.4 and then sat in the actual cockpit, because it's so much higher. DC-3, things like that.
How can I possibly be dipping low on the Pappies when I'm actually only doing 400 foot per minute?
So that's what I fucking mean. And you're looking good. I know your approach looks way better than I'm sure my path did.
You'll see it in the screenshot.
Oh, you slowed right. Did you throw some flaps on there? You slowed right down.
Yeah, I got the last one in.
That was awesome. I love when it's going well enough that I can actually tell stuff like that happens. There's a streetcar now instead of a train. That's random. Looking good. Please don't make my landing look horrible, because it was bad enough.
I've got LRM. Let's do this.
Alright, guys. I'm off to bed.
right, Nick. Have a good one, buddy.
Later.
That looked pretty good to me.
I blocked the number with my finger.
I personally haven't looked at mine yet. Ground plugin gave me -275, but I can almost guarantee you smart cars will be different. Didn't feel like that. Not used to the way the landing lights in the Baron illuminate the runway yet. I just forget how nice it is to have those high wings in the Cub with the lights up there, shining down on everything. Alright, I'll take a look at the smart cars. Tell you what I fucking got. If I can find it. Oh, or I didn't smart cars log that flight, so it doesn't matter. Haha. I swear I was on the website. I looked. Might have been the old flight login again. Yeah, just Nick online. Boo. Sleepy sleeps. Hey, the altitude discrepancy here is a lot less than it was at the previous airport. You're only a few feet above me right there. Matt's
You're just enough that I see no part of you. But it's definitely
yeah, I literally think my tail fin is just below what would be your ground. Behold, Matt and his magical levitating arrow. How does he do it? No one really knows.
Ding dong and Unicom screwed up.
Hey. Hey. That's more reason I don't want to be a controller. If that's the kind of messages I'm getting back from someone that I send to contact me to. Oh, you should see your CSL. Not only is your plane magical in the sense that it can levitate in the air, your plane is also magical in the sense that portions of it aren't actually solid or made of material. I mean, you should probably turn the cloaking device off before you land, buddy. That's so weird. Man, what happened? You were so, like, a perfect looking arrow on that last flight, and now you're that hideous thing. I wonder if you dipped out of my visual range and then got back in somehow, and that made it reload a different CSL. So confused. Alright, I disconnect and watch replays.
We made it just in time with the lights.
Yeah, that was ridiculous timing, actually. It was pretty cool. okay. It's just flared a little early. So flared and then bubbled kind of out.
I'm opening the thingy for landing rate monitor. Let's see if we're landing rate.
Nice.
Oh. Oh.
What you got?
42.
Very nice, my friend.
Now, why can't I get these landings when I'm flying for Alaskair?
I only wonder the same thing. I did log one good one today, I guess.
The one in Palomar wasn't so bad, but I was guessing about 200. So kind of hard for a GA.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think that's the tower of the airport we're landing at. I hate when it does that. Whoa there, cats. Whoa there. That black baron is a bit creepy. Just kind of lurking in the darkness there. See, I knew I was high. Those trees were kind of scaring me. She dropped down all right, though. It was good. I wouldn't call it a bounce, but one of my rear wheels came back off the ground. It's like a lightly touched down on the rears. One of them kind of came back off the ground and then came back down. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I've seen worse. I've had tons worse. Alright, stop this stream because it's been going for a while. I like that little Ben-A overlay too, how you can change the colors on it. Didn't realize you could do that till today.
My only gripe is that I have to keep deleting the HTML directory. Or else it will
Yeah.
start up every time. I think he'd figure that out, but
Yeah, really.
he says it's because you have OBS or whatever open when you try to open Bean Overlay, but I never do.
Same. And I always make sure I run both as administrator. So it won't pick up mic and stuff if I don't, so... Weird stuff. No explanations.